Good afternoon, the 900.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Check my license, please.
Thank you.
Some mail in here.
Yes, there is some.
Ah, you on the 900? Yes, Bob Leland's the name. From Wolford. How'd you do? Nice to meet you, Nice to meet you. Aha, my page it now. What's our reading today, Brian? Frankfurt, Rome, Beirut. It should be pleasant. What's the temperature there now?
Oh, it's about 80. I'm down there a fortnight ago.
Still swimming. Chain and get some sunshine.
Very pleasant.
I'll get a torch.
Yeah, grab a paddle, I think.
One paddle, please. Good afternoon, sir.
How'd you do?
Walpole on the 900. Afternoon, sir. First officer Walpole.
How'd you do? We haven't flown together before, have we?
Nope, we have not.
The engineer.
Oh, yes, he's...
Oh, Bob Leadham.
Yep, it's him.
Hello, Bob.
Captain.
Nice to meet you again. Long time.
A pilot is by no means a bus driver. Before every flight, he has to make certain basic decisions, and these decisions he arrives at through looking at the weather situation and by judging the overall picture in the light of his own experience. This is something that cannot be delegated to people on the ground, and I think it true to say that no two pilots would even regard a particular weather situation through exactly the same eyes.
I have checked the alternates for Frankfurt. They are, in fact, Paris and London.
Sorry, John. Good afternoon. Oh, Le Breton. How do you do, sir? How are you? I've checked the flight plan. Just the fuel figure we need now, sir. Yes, right. Now, you told me on the telephone this morning that visibilities around Europe are fairly low.
Here, in fact, are the actual forecast landing conditions.
Let's look at it in detail. Frankfurt destination. Well, that's reasonable, isn't it?
Not too bad.
Alternates in case we can't get in there. London as a return alternate. 550 yards. I don't like these conditions of a high over Europe like this, you know, in the winter. This 550 yards is an approximation, I would say. I wouldn't like to trust it. Paris, 220 yards. Amsterdam.
Only 20% of a captain's workload is actually flying the aircraft. 20% he holds in reserve for emergencies. 60% of his workload making decisions. No matter how carefully a flight is planned, conditions are constantly varying.
Now, you had a look at Rome for me. I see the weather's all right down there.
Yes, sir, we have, in fact, worked out a figure using Rome as the alternate.
Yes, I see. We require 6,700 kilos of fuel to get there from Frankfurt.
Yes, that's right, sir.
And are we all right for takeoff from here?
Yes, the load out of London is 9,800 kilos, and assuming a maximum landing weight of 93,000 at Frankfurt.
It's not just simply a question of filling the Boeing up, because if we were to do this, she takes 73 tons of fuel. And with all this fuel on board, we cannot land the aircraft because the undercarriage wouldn't stand this weight. We have to burn off at least 50 tons of fuel before landing.
The sort of things we have to think of are takeoff weight and landing weight. These depend on runway lengths. Then we have cruising height, fuel needed for diversion, and the normal safety margins. The total fuel carried is entirely the captain's responsibility.
Now that's going to give us a total fuel of 28,700.
28,700. Yes, sir.
Plus 850 for taxiing. Any trouble with the distribution, Bob? What is the burn-off? I just see 8,000. I think perhaps we'd better make this non-standard fuel loading and be safe and put 2,000 kilograms in the standard tank.
Yes. All right, we'll make it that then.
your attention, please. BOC announced the departure of their Boeing 707 jet service BA 900 to Frankfurt, Rome, Beirut, New Delhi, Bangkok, and Hong Kong. Would passengers please collect their hand baggage, have their boarding passes ready, and proceed along the airside corridor to gate P1 for embarkation. This announcement is for all passengers traveling on BOC service BA 900. Passengers are requested not to smoke outside this building. Thank you.
Right, you ready for checklist?
Standing by. When you're ready.
Okay.
I'll just check my oxygen. Sure. Everything's okay outside.
Okay, stand by for check.
Ready when you're ready, Brian.
Roger, pre-flight check.
Completed.
Gearlocks and covers.
On board.
Hydraulics. Clearance pressurized coming up. Ground, clearance pressurized hydraulics, please. Okay. Library bags.
On board.
Oxygen, gentlemen, please.
On check, 100%.
On and 100%.
Checked here.
PGH recorder.
On.
All circuit breakers.
Are in.
Fire shutoffs.
Full forward.
Fire test.
Bell and lights check.
Slowly fire.
Normal.
Boost pumps.
Mains on, lights out.
Engine fuel valves.
All open.
Flow meters.
Zeroed.
Cabin pressure controls.
Auto inset.
Air conditioning units.
Off.
Wing valves.
Open.
Some people still think of the pilot as a daredevil aviator of the pioneering age. Civil air transport is big business, and the pilot is an executive in this industry. When I get into my 707, I'm sitting at my desk. The cockpit is an office, and it flies with me.
And the pre-start check is completed, Tom.
Good. See if we can get startup clearance from control, and we'll carry out the startup check then.
Roger, sir, coming up. London ground, jet speed bird 900, requesting startup clearance, over.
Speedbird 900 is now clear to start, over.
900, roger. Okay, being cleared to start. Hello, ground. Recheck the chocks are in position, please. Fire guard posted, engines clear, gearlocks and covers have been removed, please. Roger, pressurize the manifold, please. Windows port side, please, sir. Closed and locked. Closed and locked. Starboard heat's on low. Beacon is on. Auxiliary pumps.
All right.
Please. Thrust levers are closed. Door warning lights are out and checked. Clear to start.
Well pressurized.
Right, number 3? Okay, 3 it is, ground.
Right. Starting 3, now. Green light 3. Starting 4, now.
4 it is, ground.
Green light 4. Starting 2, now.
2 it is, ground.
Green light 2. I've finished the ground electrics, Brian.
Take the ground electrics away, please.
Starting 1, now.
1 it is.
Green light. Green light.
all equipment. Okay, ground, they're all going. All ground equipment away, please, and signals from the front. Thank you and good day. Engine anti-icing. Off, please. Off. Air truck is going away. Central power. On through. External power. Removed. Hydraulic interconnect valve. Checked and closed. Hydraulic pumps on. Pressures. Brake gauges are checked. Chocks have gone away. Starting check complete, sir. Good. Get taxi clearance. Taxi clearance coming up.
Underground, jet speedbird 900, taxi clearance over.
Jet speedbird 900, taxi to the east for the holding point 28 right, over.
To the east, 28 right, 900.
Okay, that's 28 right, sir. All right. Brakes off. Clear the side. Brakes checked. Check. Start levers 4 in idle. Flap master switch guard closed. Flaps are selected. Speed brakes 0. Trimmers set. Takeoff 1, 2, 3. Flying controls, please. All right. The rudder's free. Ailerons, elevators, rudders have been checked. Stabilizer marks in cut out to normal. The brake is off. Flight instruments, please, and left and right turn.
Turning right.
Okay, and the right turn this side.
All right, this side, turning left.
And then check this side and the left.
Check this side too.
Flight instruments then are checked and set. Flight director off and captain's control. Anti-skid gone closed. Rudder boost gone closed. Reverse gears.
Reverse coming up.
All reverse check.
Generators, please.
Parallel, lights out.
Oil pressures and temperatures.
On normal.
Boost pumps.
Mains on, lights out.
Fuel pressures.
Normal.
Fuel heaters.
Checked. And closed.
Air conditioning units.
On.
Engine bleeds.
All off.
Flaps, 2 sets of 30, 2 leading edge, and 30 selected. Down to the line, I'll get the ATC clearance. London jet speedbird 900, heavy wire ATC clearance, over.
Speedbird 900 is cleared to Frankfurt, Upper Green 1, to cross Epsom at 3, Morling 4000, climb when instructed by radar to maintain 230. Over.
The layman doesn't appreciate what a precise operation the takeoff is. It doesn't start on the runway, it doesn't even start in the office where the preliminary calculations are made. It starts in the small back rooms of the mathematicians, and it's processed through the national and international airworthiness authorities. Everything which can happen is taken care of in one of 3 ways. If it's something which can be measured, like temperature and wind, it will be measured. If it's something immeasurable, like the slowness of the undercarriage to retract, a margin will be put in for it. If it's a colossal failure, like the loss of power of one engine, it will be assumed that this loss occurs at the worst possible moment during the takeoff, and the flight will be planned so that it can continue safely without this power.
Takeoff check is completed, sir, and we're cleared to go.
Good. The drill will be standard on this takeoff. Okay.
Understood, sir.
Understood. Off we go.
Full power check.
Brakes off.
Airspeed, both sides. 100 knots. V1. Rotate. V2. V2 plus 10. Gears coming in. feet. 20 flap. 20 flap. 1,000 feet.
95%.
95. Noise abatement time.
93.
93.
There is no doubt in my mind that American aeroplanes are better than British. Pilots who've been on the American run have been exposed to the greatest air transport industry in the world, and they know just how efficient operators and manufacturers can be. They detest the chauvinism which surrounds the British aircraft industry. If we make a good product, let us praise it. But let's not praise it just because we built it. During the war, we had a campaign about wishful thinking. We have to get rid of the wishful thinking in the aircraft industry if Britain is ever going to succeed.
Some pilots are pro-American. I feel this is because they've probably flown American aircraft for a long time. My feeling is, having flown both types, that we have the best brains and we can build the best aircraft.
Of course, all the aircraft used by BEA are British-built. Most of them were tailor-made for our purposes, and they've served us well.
I believe that we should use the very best equipment available. Now, whether it is produced in Russia or in America or Timbuktu, that doesn't matter.
I know there is a very vociferous body of British pilots who are pro-American. They think the Americans are the only people who can build aeroplanes. American aeroplanes have their faults like any other aeroplanes, but these pilots blind them